On Saturday, August 3rd, on the undercard of Zach Shelley against Callum Simpson, a super welterweight fight took place between Stephen Mckenna and Joe Laws, which produced possibly the round of the year, but it could be the fight of the year for the distance that the fight went and the entertainment that these fighters put on. Let's talk about it. When Stevie Mckenna looked across at Joseph Laws at their weigh-in, you could see the hitman, as he's known, stare straight through Laws as his 6-foot frame peered down upon Laws's 5'9" frame. These two men put on a battle Saturday, August 3rd on the undercard of Shelley versus Simpson, and they did not disappoint when the fight that took place at Oakwell Football Ground in Barnsley, it was like reliving something out of days of past in the sport of boxing. One fight that comes to mind, Hagler versus Hearns or Ward versus Gotti. These two men who competed at the super welterweight division, scheduled for 10 rounds, only needed 3 to excite the crowd, an outdoor crowd, with the type of boxing action that aficionados the world over love to witness. If you were skipping through channels on your telly and caught this fight, the first thing you would do would be stop and peer in at the action that took place. Mckenna, who is a heavy-handed fighter, entered this bout with his record of 14-0 with 13 KOs. He is heavy-handed and wiry of frame, but he can definitely deliver the bombs. Laws, who is a fighter that is also high-spirited and felt that he belonged in the ring with the likes of Mckenna, even though he has entered this bout with 2 losses on his record already. He brought that record of 14-2 with 5 KOs. Known as the Benwell Bomber, he thought that he would be able to get his pound of flesh in during this match. And he wasn't wrong, because when the bout started, of course, Mckenna launched his attack as he's known to do, right out of the gate, and had Laws backpedaling. He was on the back foot, he was trying to survive, he was trying to put himself in a position to do something, and found himself down early, literally on points and on scorecards literally being on the canvas. But the fight didn't stop there. He turned around and dropped Mckenna and had him on the canvas. And from there, it was on. They competed and did the type of action, like I said, that reminded you of Gotti and Ward or Hearns and Hagler. They were give and take, back and forth, pummeling one another. It was about as exciting as you could get when you watch a boxing match. Though the bout would end with a stoppage, one of the main circumstances that brought audiences to their feet was the fact that the spirit that both fighters showed. When you have to admit that Laws may have been in over his head, especially not possessing the type of punching power that Mckenna would bring. But his heart weighed every bit the poundage of what Mckenna brought that night as well. and the crowd loved it. Laws, being more compact, was aggressive in his attack. He jumped right on Mckenna, and Mckenna had to face him the same way and ended up putting him down just moments into that first round. As he beat the count, he got up and the battle resumed. Next thing you know, Mckenna was on the canvas due to some power shots landed by Laws, and it woke Mckenna up to the fact that, oh, I'm in a real fight now. I better be a little bit more calculating in my attack. It was an exciting first round that saw both men come out even with the action and the crowd roaring with thunderous applause as the round came to an end. The second round saw Mckenna attacking and being more measured in his attack, and he was very effective with his attack. At the end of the day, it was Mckenna's punching power, but Laws was giving a teeth-gritting effort. He was really trying to get at Mckenna, and it was an opportunity for him to do something that hadn't been done, which is to put a loss on Mckenna's record. Great action, fierce spirit on both combatants' parts, and the type of fight that a crowd needs and boxing needs. If you haven't seen this fight, you need to tune in just for the entertainment factor. These two men literally gave us Hearns Hagler UK version at the super welterweight division. And what's more is they were very much in a friendly mode in post-fight interviews. They gave one another credit, they gave one another respect, and they earned one another's respect due to the performance. Though Laws was down 3 times in the final round, which was the third, it was his corner that stopped the fight. They threw a towel in. He wanted to keep fighting. And it was exciting to see him perform the way he was performing. I love to see boxers get their matches on like this, and I like to see when they are compensated, paid for their efforts. So many times, the top fighters in the sport will garner the wages that others dream of, but will never put on a performance as these two men did. Anytime that I see Stevie Mckenna on a card, I'm going to tune in and watch. Anytime I get to see Joe Laws on a card, I am going to watch, because it has been proven to me that both men are the type of fighters that the paying public want to see. They give their all, they fight with spirit, they show vulnerability, and they show camaraderie. They show the fact that two men can come together in the aspect of this sport and compete at the highest level and still have respect for the sport and one another. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, our view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.